All right, so based off the thing we discussed, the mechanism. Let's base this off the mechanism of change. We want to break that down. Is that what we're going to do? All right. So, and obviously, how the last week we spoke about we drew parallels between the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the Holy Trinity, and how that applies to like how that has parallels with mind, body, and spirit. Like we drew the parallels between there. And obviously, you know how we do, we go about our lives and then we think about certain things and then we message each other to like, maybe we're going to talk about this on the podcast, whatever the fuck. So there's a couple things I want to kind of break down or try to get into. Obviously, the mechanism of change, going from I'm fucking blind, I'm in the matrix, because that's what it kind of is, yeah?
That's it.
You're going from that lower state of like, yep, things just happen, I'm a cog in the wheel, another brick in the wall. And I'm
from nowhere to nowhere here, you know what I mean?
Correct. And then now I think about stuff. I can change shit that happens in my life. I have a fucking effect on what happens in my life through my thinking, my beliefs, blah, 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 blah.
Correct.
I'm not sure, and in that message I'll go over how I'm not sure the role. All right, so we'll start from the start.
How does change happen?
Oh, no, not just how does change happen. How does change happen? Yes, obviously. But I want to go through what's the role of the higher self or the spirit, or when I said to you, I think the spirit acts as a muse to tell you like, hey, don't do
It's a guide.
Yeah, but I feel like the guide is almost symbolic of the angel that sits on the shoulder.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
It is, huh?
Yes.
Now, who knows if this voice is telling you to go down the right way, but it feels like it just tells you to go down a certain way.
Now, look, I obviously believe that it's programmed in the right way, positivity, whatever it might be. It's like it's programmed. It's always betting on you going forward. That's the actual program. That's what I believe.
That's what we reckon, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it feels like that.
Now, to prove it,
who the fuck knows?
Doesn't make a difference. I
You
don't
can
need
hear
to
the
prove
voice
it.
in your head.
Yeah, I don't need to prove it or anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's either you know of it or you don't. You know.
Bro.
So
the reason why I bring that up there is because it's like I feel like when you're in that. All right, rewind. I showed you I was listening to this thing on White Underbelly on YouTube, and this chick who's a stunt woman was telling her life about how she grew up and how she was abused by her grandfather. She's the chick who does the stunts for Uma Thurman, Kill Bill, Charlize Theron, any
blonde,
tall. She's doing that. She kind of looks like that too.
Right.
And she was telling her Zooey, and she's a fucking hard bitch, man. Mad bitch. But she also went through a few, a few dumb shit. Challenges, bravo. And she was saying how that she did, her grandfather abused her, blah, 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 blah. All right? It's a full story. And how she did like maybe psychedelics, like mushrooms and that. And that was paramount in like dealing with the traumas and malakias and shit like that. And she goes, her grandfather used to cut her, like sometimes cut the inside of her mouth, like, and then he used to be the one to come and help her. It's fucked. There was other shit, but it's fucking like, what the fuck?
People are fucked.
And she reckons that started at like 4 until 11, until he died. There was some weird shit going on. People are fucked, and
100%.
And she got these flashbacks like when she was on the trips, like she always thought to herself like, oh, how did I get that scar? Or she gets a lot of scars like in her job because she's falling down, jumping on cunts, fucking parkours and shit. And her mum was kind of hit it as well. Didn't want to acknowledge all these things. There was a lot of cunts who were like,
Was
nah,
her
I don't
dad?
want to talk about.
Mum's dad?
Yes. And the granny, the grandmother, was also like accomplice. Like she knew what was going on, but like she was a cramp bitch. And apparently once she like burnt her side of her head on like the fireplace. because she was like almost like jealous, like, oh, you're not going to be as pretty, like
People are so fucking twisted.
come on, man. So she knew the game. She was like partners with the.
Of course, partner in crime.
But it's partner in crime. Anyway, her mum wasn't acknowledging all the shit, and then a lot of the stuff she used to remember, she didn't remember clearly a lot of things, but she's like, I fell. I think I fell over here. Something happened there, but maybe like the grandfather like fucking pushed her over or something. Like who the fuck knows? But she blocked that part out.
She's during
recalling
the trip.
the incident, let's say, but not how it went down.
Right.
And then the mum would say like, yeah, no, you were clumsy.
This is during a trip or just a normal day on her life?
Just normal day, and then explaining later how she
Right.
saw it later or whatever.
Okay.
But she's explaining the story, and she goes, there's a lot of blocks in the memory. She knew some, but not everything. And then she was like, I knew there was something wrong because I knew, first of all, I wasn't like clumsy. She was pretty much goes, I was a genetic, like elite cunt. She's the gymnastics. She was like athletically gifted. She goes, I was genetically gifted or something like. She goes, there's no way I'm fucking falling over there. Anyway, it was just interesting.
Yeah.
But the point she goes, I did deserve, and then I started cutting myself when I'm older to deal with pain. And she goes, that's what I learned, blah, blah, blah. That's what I thought I deserved. And that kind of first initially came up, and I was like, no, I don't understand. There's this rhetoric, like I told you before, in the personal development world, on the social media, whatever, that, oh, you deserve more, you deserve it, you don't deserve it. But you can't just tell yourself
what you deserve and what you don't deserve.
Correct. Like, you deserve what you deserve, right? Like, you deserve what you allow. Now, you're programmed to think you deserve the thing you think you deserve.
Yeah, all deserve has got nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, but like, it fits your, like, this is me, this is what I get, I cop fucking dicks over here, that means that's how it is for me. You accept it, you stay in that uncomfortable comfortability.
Yeah.
Deserves probably not a good
Deserves
word.
like, should be part of the actual conversation at all when it comes to this sort of stuff. Like,
no, because when you're younger, you fall over like Kalana Pathis.
Yeah, you deserve it. Yeah. Yeah, swear, I know, but deserves is just a shit word.
But I reckon Kalana Pathis is worse.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck it, it's Kalana Pathis. Like, good that happened to you.
Good that it happens, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm glad it happened.
Like, you deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah, you fuck around with fire, you get burnt.
Shit, man. Fuck around and find out.
You know what I mean?
You're correct.
So, but yeah, there's a misconception. It's not needed. It's not needed. See, you're not helping somebody get more clear, because that's what at the end of the day it is. Clarity about deserve and you don't deserve. Like, fuck all that off. Like, to talk about the mechanism of change and in this latest situation would have been very fucking difficult. So, in my opinion, the first thing you should be focusing on is like, hey, I didn't attract this. This has just happened to me. I'm responsible in like dealing with it now. How do I get over it?
Yeah, but this is the thing. This is the part of the mechanism.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much saying the stage of like where you're thinking about it from the mind.
Yeah, of course.
My thing is going from dark to light. So you're in like a light, let's say, because you're like thinking about it from the observer. You're working on the business, not in the business.
Correct. You come from a place of awareness.
Correct. I wanna fucking understand the moment, what wakes the awareness up. What causes us to be doing the same shit our whole lives, copper dicks, just in a cog in the wheel, just turning, and then we're like, this is something I need to look at.
So the unplugging.
Yeah, correct. The process of the unplugging. In what, like, we need to understand this part.
Sweet. So, and we've spoken about this a lot of times. The Matrix, now gets unplugged. The whole thing comes into this real world.
There's different ways you can unplug.
That's right. So I'll get to that now. So one, which is the most common, I think most people experience, is by a tragedy. Someone close to them passes away. or they have an accident,
No, they get
a rude
bashed.
awakening. You know what I mean?
Something
an awakening
traumatic.
of some sort. Yeah, exactly. That is, from my experience and from my research, that is the most common way. Because that leads into questioning.
Yeah, because it's so ridiculous. It's a shake-up of the system.
It's a shake-up. That's it. That's what it is. Exactly. Good word. Shake-up.
Bravo. Like short circuit.
That's it.
Zzz.
100%. So that's
And
definitely
that's
the most
not even
common.
guaranteed either.
No, 100%.
That's just guaranteed to like...
That could be easily communicated as, fuck, no wonder all things happen to me. Easily. It could be swept right under the carpet, not even come to the awareness at all.
That's why they say rock your world. Something happens to you that rocks your world.
Yeah, of course. A child might come in, like, exactly, yeah. So a tragedy is one thing. A lot of people, that are viewing this now, could see when they lose someone really close, they're like, oh, what's the meaning of life? You start asking questions and start tapping into somewhere that you don't tap into often.
You start asking questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Start questioning.
Exactly. And it all starts with a question.
Bravo.
So that's
Why?
the initiating the awareness process.
Bravo.
Yeah.
The awareness process.
Because if nothing happens to you, right? There's no accident at all. You're just going to keep on going blindly into doing what you do.
Yes,
Right.
unless you watch a fucking mad podcast like ours, obviously.
Exactly. We'll
and
get
then
to
you're
that
like,
one. Yeah.
and then you're like, oh fuck, I can really. There is something I can do. I don't need to go through fucking major trauma.
No, you don't.
Someone break up with me.
You don't. But that is definitely, I think,
That's
a
one
big
way.
Now, another way
But
is...
it's the questioning part,
Of course.
that we're trying to get to.
That's right. So another one is basically watching a podcast like ours, or watching a movie, something that comes from left field that you weren't really focusing on, but it sort of just made sense.
You
You
vibe
heard
with it,
something,
yeah.
you saw something, and again, it led to a questioning. Fuck. You might be watching a movie, and I've had this a lot of times, and it might be whatever. It could be just a love story. It could be whatever it could be, right? And like, fuck. You relate with it. You think, fuck, that could be me.
Ah,
There's a feeling that goes there. There's also, logic. It just speaks to you,
I love love stories.
Yeah. It just speaks to you, and allows you to reflect. So, and these things are all over the place. It doesn't matter if it's a movie, a conversation amongst friends. It could be just going on the servo.
Some sort of
know,
external
and-
experience.
Exactly.
That
So it doesn't have to be traumatic.
that's what changing your environment gives you some
Yeah.
different look.
Yeah. You could just go on a holiday. Out of your comfort zone, just go on a holiday. You might just see something, hear something completely different. You're in a, unfamiliar environment, and then that could fuck. It just helps you reflect.
Yeah, interesting.
So that's another thing. Birth of a child.
Yeah, it's a major experience. It's a major thing.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's not traumatic. It's another part of
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's world rocking.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
World rocking.
So
It doesn't have to be bad per
no,
se. But,
exactly.
But pretty much 9
Yeah.
times out of 10 it is bad.
Yeah. The most. Yeah.
I know nobody getting fucking asking questions when you win the lottery.
No.
It's always going to be bad, except for the baby one.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
the baby's hectic. There's some sort of weird, pressure, load.
Well, yeah, you have to change.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a major shift.
Yeah. You start questioning.
Yeah. But the quieter ones is the movie or the conversation, the podcast, that something just comes in your awareness, and you might be experiencing something at that time, and this phrase you heard or this scene that you saw gets you to question like, fuck. Because I think it's also because I felt this in the past, you're asking questions and then it just gets revealed to you in some way. And even though it's something external, you just connect with it.
Correct.
Like, fuck, maybe that's the answer.
Yeah, something.
How did that come about? Blah, blah, blah. And then you go down through.
The rabbit hole.
Exactly.
All right. So we're saying that once you throw a spanner in the works, doubt, a question comes, because you could be doing your whole life one way. I guess if something happens that puts doubt into your current way of life, then you start to question.
Well, let's agree that all these people that are in the darkness, they all want change, yeah. So this girl here, she knows that she ain't kicking goals in an early stage, right? She was abused or whatever, you know. They know that they don't feel whole. They know that other people are achieving things, getting along with life, kicking goals, what I mean, and they're not at the level they're aware that they're not at the level they want to be. Something's missing.
Yeah, but what happens is when you see the world through that lens, everything looks the same. So
Correct.
Even though there's something missing, it doesn't feel, you don't actually feel that there's something missing.
Correct. But that's what I'm saying. These situations happen that rock your world. Like it might just be a conversation of something that you believed in and someone's just said something that contradicts what you believe. And like, how could that be?
Yeah.
Just that alone.
Right timing. Yeah.
That's it. Right timing.
No, you're right about the whole questioning. That's what.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, that, you can go by your whole life. The reason you go by your whole life is because it's like even though you can see logically, back to the quitting smoke.
No, I get it.
Quitting smoke is bad, but
yeah,
I'm not going to do it today.
Not going to do it. That's right. No,
it's that whole.
It's
if you're born blind, you don't really give. You don't. There is no blind because you're born that way.
Correct.
That's what I'm trying to say. But sorry.
No, that's right.
Yeah. So that's how people can stay ignorant or stay in the matrix or whatever. Stay plugged in for forever.
Forever.
Because everything just feels the same. And then you need that questioning. So you've got to make people. You don't have to make people do shit. But when people want to change, they have to
question the current model.
Correct. They have to question the current model. That's the process. They have to question
that's the only way
the current model
that I'm aware of. Yeah. Because if you don't question it, it means everything's just working the way it's supposed to.
All right. Now, ready for this? All right. So questioning puts into... So questions could be harmful. Too many questions could be harmful. The right questions could be fantastic.
Yeah. Either way, it's a spanner in the works.
As in what if could be bad.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's anxiety. But like, what if this was better? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're getting open to possibility.
Yeah, there's a difference between I've got too many ways to turn, I don't know which way to go, and I need to ask the right questions because there's a lot of confused motherfuckers with a lot of questions. But the question's always like, someone who's anxiety, okay, got it. No, I don't have it, but there's two parts now. I know I might be throwing spanners in the works here, eh? So you need a question your current way of life if you want to change it. That's obvious. Questioning, you have to really look at it and be like, yeah, what are we doing here? Are we turning a profit or are we fucking turning a loss here? Eh? That's the body speaking to the mind.
Correct.
What and when does the voice or the higher self show itself, or where does that come into?
I'm about to say that now. So once you do the questioning, it also is accompanied by a feeling. So you feel something's off. And that is, in my opinion, the initial time when the Spirit's sending you that message. So it's not only a logical, but it's a physical. So both of them get tapped into. Because you might hear something and you're like, that sounds weird. That's not a feeling. Obviously, it's logical. That's the communication channel. But then
between you and the Spirit?
No, I'm just saying with the current experience.
Yeah.
Right? So you hear something and then when you start like, that sounds weird. And then there's after that, there's a feeling that comes in like, maybe there's something here. You know? And when those two get ticked, that's when it opens the door of possibility.
Maybe there's something here.
Yeah.
And those two get ticked. Oh, so the feeling... Oh, let's give an example. Like...
So, for example, like...
I don't want to be fat anymore.
Sweet. Right. So, I don't want to be fat anymore. You've always had... You've had feelings of the past that I don't feel good when people... You know, next to me, whatever, they're dressed well and they fit into those clothes, whatever it might be, or fantastic. And then you've also had logical, so thoughts of, you know, how you may attempt it. And both of them never really worked out, right? And then certain place, certain time, someone says something and you get a thought like, fuck, I could see that happening. And then you get the feeling like, hey, you're on the right track.
Okay.
Is that making sense?
Yes.
So not only you identify logically that, hey, that's losing weight, that, you know, intermittent fasting, for example, let's say if it was some person just first heard of that, all right? And obviously it's not the only solution when it comes to losing weight, but let's say no one going from darkness to I just got exposed to intermittent fasting. Oh, that makes perfect sense. I just don't eat much. Like I just eat in this certain times, you know, 16-8, whatever it might be, you know. That makes sense. I don't eat much. I fast a bit and I can see myself losing weight. Then you get this feeling like, fuck, you know, like that makes so much sense to me. Not logically, but also physically. So both the mental and physical are getting the tick of approval, or they're aligning together.
Both the mental and the physical are aligning together.
Yeah, so you're mentally ticking the box, yeah, that makes sense. And you're physically ticking the box like, fuck, I feel that's the right way to go.
All right, sweet. Hold that there.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like once you ask questions, like how do you call upon the, for lack of a better word, infinite guidance of the spirit? You have to ask the question.
Have to.
Because all it can do is guide. It's a guide, isn't it, today? It's more of a guide.
That's all it is.
So when you talk to the brain, let's say, because you can attack weight loss two ways. You can attack it in a logical way, and you can say, this is what I need to do, I've got to do it.
And you got to do it, yes, of course.
In that, all right, that's one way. When you get the whole, can I do it? I think that's when guidance... I feel like when the question is, can it be done? Can I do it? This is how you do it. Can I fucking do it?
Yeah, so that's when the body comes into the game.
I think that's when the guidance...
Well, it comes through a feeling.
No, but the voice speaks to you there.
Okay.
I'm not talking about confidence.
No, I know that, but when it speaks to you as well, it's intuition. Intuition is always connected to feelings.
Yeah, but it's not... Yeah, yes.
And the feeling comes to the party. So even though you're saying one is logically... If I logically know I've got to do 1,000 push-ups a day...
Yeah, but it's a...
For example,
yeah.
my body and the feeling, I can just cancel that out. Like, mate, I'm just fucking going doing it.
Yes.
I don't need the feeling to back me up.
That's right. You can just do it.
You can just do it. But when it comes with a feeling...
Yeah.
It's like you're really living it. Now you're like... Mind, body, and soul are dedicated to doing it. So you're actually enjoying what you're doing.
The bridge between the mind and the body is the soul. It's the bridge. That's what connects the two. That's when you really know.
Yeah. And that's where spirit is, right?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
The soul, the spirit is the fucking same.
Yeah.
Shit, I guess. But that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, if I say to you, like, how do you know you're guided? Like, what's that feeling? Explain the feeling to me.
There's
There's no feeling in the world that you can say it's
no.
comparable.
The only way I can explain it, there's an absence of fear.
Yeah, but don't you feel like there's two things happening at once?
I do.
What's happening? What's the two things?
So one is that I'm just there's no fear, so I'm not
Like
scared.
you know the right thing to do.
Yeah, I know the right thing to do. Okay.
I know the right thing to do.
I know the right thing to do.
I feel the right thing to do.
No.
But, okay, sorry.
That's right. I'll just say, like for me, I just know this is the right thing to do. Okay, but I also feel good about it.
Yeah. As opposed to feeling bad about it. But when you
or
say...
feeling confused or like questioning, doubt, whatever it might be.
Yeah, it's that though.
Yeah.
It's not like I feel good about eating fucking KFC.
No.
Like, yeah, I feel good about it. I feel good about rooting this bird.
Yeah,
it's an alignment of some sort. It's a knowing. You know when we talk about knowing?
Yeah.
But I think, because I don't know if we've ever talked about this.
Okay. A sense of knowing, yeah.
Like we've spoken about the concept of like there's levels of knowing. You know it in your mind. Like I know that not smoking is a good thing. I know
that
not smoking is a good thing. I don't feel that it's a good thing. Can you feel something's good and you know it's like not good? Yes.
Yes.
Like some of those convos we had today.
Yes.
About certain...
But you can also know something's good and feel it's not good. Is what we're saying. One can override the other.
Yeah, I know smoking's bad, but I feel like I like it.
That's right. And then I feel like shit for smoking, but, you know, I don't think it's going to it's not going to kill me anytime soon.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So one overrides the other.
Yes.
What I'm saying is that no fear and no doubt is when they're both on point.
Yeah, well,
like when you say you're sold, you're not mentally just sold or physically sold. You're sold. It means there's no doubt in your head that this is for you.
Yeah, but I think intuition is when they connect. I think that's what we're saying.
That's the bridge.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and that's where that's the marriage.
That's where you know.
Yeah, that's when you know.
Yeah.
But I feel it only happens. I feel like the spirit plays a role in that today. What's going on?
It's right.
That flashy thing. I feel like the spirit plays a role in that.
It does.
But we haven't really talked about it.
Yeah, now we're talking about it. It's the glue that holds them together. It's the reassurance that you're on the right path.
When you know and when
you know and feel it.
Yeah. So knowing. So okay, because when you're doubtful of something, not only you feel kind of that unsureness. You feel an uncertainty.
So let's go to the example. Losing weight, let's say doing push-ups. All right?
Yeah. Is that going to...
I know doing push-ups logically over a long period of time is going to help me lose some weight. All right?
Yeah.
That's it. But I don't feel like doing them. So every day I'm going to get up and I'm going to mentally push through the feeling. Because the feeling is the one that's keeping us down more than the mind.
These are basic ones though.
Yeah. But we've got to get the basics, understand the basic first, you know?
Yeah.
So doing the push-ups, when you're like, after a while, as we went through 3 months, the challenge, the whole thing, I started doing push-ups, we thought, fuck, I feel there's...
I feel like I'm doing something here.
Not only feeling doing something, yes, but you see the positives to it as well. Like I'm getting stronger. I can feel my chest. Like I get up in the morning, I feel more energetic. So now you get these wins, let's say, and then you start liking it.
It has a positive effect.
That's right. That start liking it is the physical coming to the party. Hey, you know what? And that's when you get sold.
Yeah, I feel like you don't even need the. All right, what is this? How does the spirit come into there? So does the spirit?
I was going to say when your feelings are sold, you're mostly also now you're emotionally, invested. Right. So your mind and your body are like, yes, push-ups is the way for me.
Oh, I do this, I feel like this.
Exactly.
1 + 1 = 2.
But the feeling always comes later. In a push-up situation, you just got to go do it, and then you feel better after a while, and like, fuck, now I actually feel better as well. This is a good thing. And then you're sold, right? Are we agreeing that these are facts?
These are facts. These are facts. Yeah. How much does it affect your spirit and the way you feel about yourself? It can vary. It can also do 0.
Sweet.
I think so.
What it does, which is part of the the spirit, is it raises your self-esteem. It raises your confidence. All right? Now, these are things that you can't touch.
Yep.
All right? Like, what is confidence? It's a feeling. What is self-esteem? It's a feeling, but it's also a sense of knowing that, hey, I should just treat myself right. You know, these feelings lead into spirit, because you can't touch these things. Like, where did it come from? Where did confidence come from?
Yeah.
You know, you can't touch it, as we said, but how do you describe it?
Correct. Self-confidence.
Yeah.
Because self-confidence. You got the ability to make yourself feel good.
Sweet.
That's what it is.
So what it is, if the logical and the physical are glued together, which they make one, would be the middle, the glue would be the spirit. And that's giving power and keeping those things together.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the glue. I don't know.
Or the bridge, the glue,
sure. Yeah.
whatever. But either way,
I'm trying to find out the role it plays, right? It definitely guides.
Yeah, well,
yeah, it could be.
When you're asking a question, should I do this or should I do that? You get a feeling of like, hey, you know what's wrong or right.
Yeah, and there's levels to the game as far as like how loud the voice is, how strong it is, and how much you trust it. Do you know what I mean? Isn't it that?
It is.
As opposed to I'm plugged in, I can't hear shit. Can't hear anything.
No, you can't. Many people talk about the little voice, pay attention to the little voice, but yeah, you can't hear anything. If you're not dialed in, you're not going to hear it.
Yeah. And in some way, empowering yourself lends you to hear that guidance more. Yeah, I feel like the more you feel good about yourself, let's say you feel good about yourself. Does feeling good about you, I think I wrote something once there. Is self-esteem and faith connected? I think I said something to you last, maybe it was on your...
yeah.
I think I said the whole fucking thing, and I go, did you listen to my messages? And maybe it's the ones maybe you didn't listen to. Now that we're talking about it. Is self-esteem and faith connected? Then we can get the role of the soul. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes. I think that, yes, they are connected. And the way they're connected is that by starting to give a shit about yourself, which is pretty much opening the door for self-esteem. That's what it is. Giving a shit about yourself, loving yourself. I think that allows the spirit to shine inside you.
Yeah, is that weird?
So you're giving permission for it to shine.
Yeah, because I feel like the more connected, more high level you are, the more you're kicking goals, or some people call it like self-actualize. The more you're like, I'm doing this, you do it. It's like you're almost a magician can.
Yeah.
All right. Some people, Christ consciousness and all that jazz. You're like high level.
Yeah. Do it. So are we saying on the highest level that someone that's got high self-esteem, high fucking self-esteem, are we saying that they are also connected to spirit? They are also connected to this voice? That have to be.
I think they are.
Because
I think they are.
In the physical realm, these people, anyone's got high self-esteem, is going well in their life.
They're tapped in there.
Do we agree on that? They're definitely doing well.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean, I'm not saying that they're billionaires.
Fuck.
But they fucking get up every single day and thinking like, they're mostly feeling like, fuck, hey, I'm okay.
Correct, right? The vibration or the message they're sending out is one of like, I don't know.
Power.
What would you call it? Is it, you'd say power, but like is faith power? Faith is powerful.
It is 100%.
But like, you know, it's like something else as well. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's very freeing.
yeah.
So
There's no blocks.
no, that's it.
It's not very blocking.
No doubt, no fear, that sort of stuff.
Freeing, yeah, bravo.
Freeing, it's very freeing.
Bravo. I mean, yes, being free is powerful.
So those people with high self-esteem, if it equals to, high self-esteem plus, it had to be like, they've been doing well in their lives.
Yeah, sweet.
They're sweet in their lives.
Cool.
Now, if they're doing sweet in their lives, from our experience, they're tapped into this voice that, hey, don't go left, go right. You know, don't do this, do that. Like, they're tapped into it because they're also making the right moves. And they can't be by chance.
Do you know what I mean there? Yes.
It's not by chance.
I've got to find those fucking messages. Yes,
it's not by chance.
I found like I tapped into something last week. After that convo we had, it was a good convo.
Yeah, it's not by chance. So, now, yeah, they're just listening to an inner voice. That's it. They're getting better at it.
So what do you think about that, Trev?
I think it's fantastic that this thing exists.
But it feels like it makes sense, huh?
It makes perfect sense. Yeah.
I came across it, I was like, fuck. So are we saying all these povo cunts who fucking are religious, they're like nowhere?
Exactly.
Is that fucking
Exactly. You could practice religion all you like. If you haven't got a high self-esteem and if you don't believe that, hey,
you matter, you like yourself.
Yeah.
You're aligned with...
I think I've heard like back in the day, you know, those full-on preachers and they're like, they're so far away from the actual what is religion.
The Pharisee. It's Pharisee.
Yeah, that's what it is, right?
The Pharisees.
The Pharisees, exactly. Like,
they're too looking at the details. They missed the whole fucking point of the fucking thing.
You need to be fucking. You cannot be doing this on a Saturday or a Sunday. You can't be doing this because it's against the law.
Yeah.
But
and if you scratch a gullet 3 times on a fucking Monday, you're fucked.
That's it. You know, but you could be healing somebody on a Saturday, but because you're not supposed to do anything on a Saturday or Sunday, whatever the fuck it is, right? Then it cancels out. But the deed itself is more powerful than what the law that you're trying to enforce.
It's materialism, right?
100%.
It's like when you say, what's that thing you say? You say the thing that can be named or what the fuck?
Yeah, if you name it, you negate, mate.
That's exactly what it is.
You know, and then also, yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
They're trying to name it to systematize the fucking...
Yeah, but
become
also...
accountants of the spirit.
That's right. But also what's very fitting is, as you mentioned before, is the devil's in the details. And that is the truth.
It's disgusting.
That's why it's wrong.
Just focus on the few, not the many.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's making sense to you now because you're going through the data sheet of everyone you've ever encountered in your whole life.
Of course.
Every cunt you've seen on YouTube, every mad cunt, every shit cunt, the differences between them.
Of course. But I'm pretty sure I've heard, this is a point I want to make before.
Oh, sorry.
I'm pretty sure I've heard that maybe not looking after yourself, maybe not pride, it's not pride. It's loving yourself. I've just heard this. Just, you know, I'm not saying.
That's all right. Yeah, go.
I don't remember. But loving yourself is bad.
Okay. It's selfish.
It's selfish.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure I've heard that back in the day, you know?
Yeah. Look, there's nuances. There's details that, you know, we can get into. But overall, the name of the game is the self-love game, bro.
100%.
And that's always the answer. And now we're just finding more reasons why it's more of the fucking answer, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, if you've got self-love, like I remember listening to like Dan Pena, a couple of other cunts. I feel that this guy, the more authentic you are, there's a connection between I'm tapped into the spirit to who I am, which means I'm true to myself, which means the more true, someone who's doesn't give a fuck about what anyone thinks, high self-esteem, also is more true to themselves because they serve themselves. The insecure cunt who gives a fuck about how everyone thinks is more fake, right? That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
But the insecure cunts see that other guy,
Yeah.
right,
Because he's the enemy.
as arrogant.
Yeah, that's right.
There's something wrong with him. He's rude. He's arrogant. This and that. No, he just doesn't give a fuck about pleasing people.
Correct.
He puts himself first.
Yeah. Not doesn't give a fuck about helping cunts.
No. Different. Pleasing is not helping.
That's right. I'm fucking pulling cunts' dicks every day.
You know what I mean?
Correct. So, yeah. Do you know? But
He's not interested in being liked by everybody. He doesn't give a fuck. He's going to go do his business, help himself, help anyone that he can, okay? But he ain't going to help everybody because that's pretty much impossible, okay? And, yeah, some people, because a lot of people are fucking babies, for lack of a better word, all right? They want to be like spoon-fed. They want to be like, you know, no, you're going to be all right, mate. No, they don't want to hear how it is. That hard love is love, is a form of love.
yes.
You know, so, yeah, the guy that you're talking about, this high self-esteem person, to the average person, he looks arrogant, he looks stuck up, he looks like he's not a good person. But the person that's overweight and fucking, it's got plenty of friends, you know, they're the best people going around. But they've got a shit-ass job, they're overweight, and they've got a shit self-esteem.
That's right. So, if you're
Very
gonna,
low level.
That's right. If you're going to judge a cunt today, I a lot of the times judge a cunt unconsciously to how I see that they're treating or judging themselves, let's say. That's how I judge cunts today. I can almost feel the way they feel about themselves. And that's what I don't like.
Yeah. Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Again, you just see the first thing you're going to see is their physique. Like, you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to talk to anybody
Presentation.
to know if this person's got a high self-esteem or not. It's a dead giveaway.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter how much fucking money they make.
Correct.
Who gives a fuck?
Correct. It's at all levels. You got low self-esteem at the fucking work at Macca's, or you got low self-esteem, you're a millionaire. It's the same shit.
That's it. We just live in a materialistic world, and money is, you know, pretty powerful when it comes to the social game, you know? That if he's got money, everything else, who gives a fuck?
He's got more ability to do things. He's got power.
Or he's more respected as well.
Yeah.
Just because of that alone.
Correct.
Despite he might be overweight, you know, might be divorced 3 times, doesn't have any kids, doesn't have real friends.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about that? We're not even looking at that.
That's right.
So.
Correct. But it's it's interesting stuff, huh?
100%.
And so that obviously that ties into the whole mechanism of questioning whatever the fuck. But the I don't know, it's just like we want to know what to work on. We want to know how to hit the nail on the fucking head. We want to know how to be the best we can. Now, if we understand what that means, be better than you are. What does that mean? Sweet today. How do you treat yourself? What do you do towards yourself? What do you give to yourself? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, what are you saying to yourself on a daily basis?
Not also what do you give to yourself? What do you take away from yourself? What do you not let yourself have? Your discipline.
Yeah.
What do you restrict?
100%.
Restriction is part of it today.
100%.
It's not just, give me every fucking thing I got. You got.
Yeah,
we're
growing up like, you know, always wanted a good car, this and that. We're always fucking starving, mate.
Yeah.
We're always like, I'll get it later. Do this. Get this later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unknowingly there.
Yeah. And it's like, fuck. You're not doing yourself a service by getting things that you want later.
Correct. It's the opposite, same shit, but the opposite of the cunt who wants everything and, you know, $2 millionaire kind of, you know, who's eager to have everything just to show and this and that. It's almost like the opposite. You keep yourself in that spot.
Yeah, so go back to what you're saying.
Yeah.
To what is it? What's important, and what are you got to give yourself? You got to do that. You got to focus on, and they're always simple things. They're not like a very difficult mathematical equation. You know, it's very simple. It's watch the way you talk to yourself. Very fucking important. And you don't have to be an expert today, but just catch yourself. Like something dumb happens, don't crucify yourself. It's like, all right, sweet, yeah, that was stupid. But yeah, let's focus on the next one. Just that alone, it sounds so simple.
Hmm.
All right, so being aware to catch yourself out. That's a starting point. Okay, of talking negative to yourself. Another one is looking after yourself. Look at the way you interact with other people, the way you talk. As Jesus said as well, like you got to serve before someone serves you. You know what I mean? Like go give, and then you'll receive. Don't wait to receive and then give.
Oh my God.
Oh, when I'm a millionaire, I'm gonna feed the poor. You know what I mean? But you can make a difference with $10.
Correct.
To someone's life. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gave this homeless chick $10 a day.
And it's like, and then another one is, another example, there's many examples, another one is just look after the way you look. Like it's not for people's eyes that I've got a six pack. We've been there, like you're overweight, you can't feel good about yourself. It's just, I don't know how that would work.
No.
All right? So, by being in a good physical state, not only you have energy in the morning to get up, but you feel stronger, and that feeling sends a vibration out of like, hey, you know what? I'm okay. I'm important. I've got my shit together.
Yeah, these are all the non-sexy shit, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
And I just worked out something else. Now, because I speak to cunts, different cunts. I speak to this guy, Wade, at work. Shout out to Wade. All right, funny cunt. I speak to him at work. I tell him I was telling him a few things the other day. I think he was hating it. I go, you got to start, I go, I'm on your side today. You got to treat yourself good. What was my fucking point?
So basically, these are not the, you're saying that, they're not the fashionable ways.
They're not fashionable ways. And a lot of people, when you say to someone like, this person's not happy or that person's not good enough. Fuck, I've got this point. Hang on. We got into a conversation about what's better. Like it's better to be fit than not fit. I got onto it like Federer's cool because he's skillful. He goes, yeah, I like Federer. I go, yeah, but if Federer was jacked, it'd be better, eh? And he's like, yeah, that's not fair. He can't connect that means something. People don't want to believe that this is a thing. They believe that this cunt is who he is. Oh, you Formula One drivers have got one of the strongest necks. I'm like, that's it. You're walking around with just a strong neck. Is that what your claim to fame is? I go, sweat to that, but if they were jacked all over there, it'd be better. I go, someone who's jacked and strong there is more mentally strong. He's not connecting how that. Of course, he's not connecting because sorry Wade, but Wade's a bit chubby there. All right, he's a bit chubby. He's not coming in fucking not peak condition, but he's not coming in like he gives a fuck there.
Yeah.
And and when people hear this, they find it funny that I'm summing up a whole person there to these so-called superficial things like being like fit and like kind of you got a good body.
Yeah, because I don't think it's needed. Obviously.
They don't think it's needed, but obviously they don't think it's needed.
That's what it is. Because you can still be a millionaire and fat. You can still be married and fat. You can be doing a lot of things and being fat. The things that we hold, we were talking about this before, the scoreboard. On the scoreboard, you can get a lot of ticks and a lot of pluses and be fat.
Correct.
In this reality.
Correct. And this is where they get the fucking the power. The power and the support from fucking not stepping up to the plate and hooking themselves up.
Guaranteed.
Because there's so many examples of cunts, and I was thinking, what is it about the cunts that give him this okay to be shit or not accept the fact? I go, and I'm saying to him, why do you think MMA is the hardest sport? I go, don't worry about what you think. Why do we respect action stars? Why do we respect these people? Forget about what's on paper and you don't need this to pay your bills. And don't worry about what you don't need to pay your bills. Why the fuck do you respect them?
Because we all know that to have a body like that, you don't have to be a genius, that it took effort. A lot of fucking effort.
Correct. Now, although it might not be the be-all and end-all because there's the we've got the Trinity. Mind, body, spirit needs to be all.
Of course.
One part is not good enough.
You could be jacked in a dumb cunt as well, 100%.
Correct. And I told him, I go, the reason why a fighter is usually because the mental capacity to get belted, get back up, kind of training, you're literally getting belted. Plus, you got to be fit, on point. I don't want to lose. There's a lot of spiritual parts to the ego's got to die. There's a lot going on. And even they're not perfect as well. But it's like, fuck, eh?
No,
like your challenges are fucking heavy. It weighs heavy on the heart.
100%.
No one hits depression like... Right, there's other people, but like, fighters, when they stop fighting and there's fucking...
No, look, you can see it anywhere. Like, you don't have to prove it. You just know. For example, you're in a boardroom, right? And the CEO rocks up and he's just a fucking fat cunt, all right? And then, in another reality, he rocks up and he's fucking jacked and ripped.
He's better.
You just feel... You don't have to prove it. You just feel like this guy's got something going for himself, man.
He's better, eh?
Yeah.
He's fucking better.
Like, if you rock up to a GP, right? A doctor, and he's just a fucking fat slob. He represents health. Like, for example, he might have the knowledge of like, hey, I can cure you. But when you rock up and he's fucking jacked, he's very fit and the same thing, fuck, this guy really takes care of himself. Like, he can take care of me. You know what I mean? It plays a fucking role. You don't have to prove it. Everyone just knows that if you're just looking leaner than the other person, you're just in a better place.
How powerful. It's like the most... Yeah, there is evidence to back it up. But it's also but it's also something that like people don't have to talk about.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be explained.
Just appeals.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
If a trader comes and is a sparky and fixes your, does a rewire your house and rocks up just a fat slob, sweet, no problem.
He's doing his job.
But if he rocks up and he's just jacked into there's something comes over, you're like, fuck, well done. You just feel...
He's capable there.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is.
It's respect there.
Exactly.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be spoken about. We just know. As human beings, we know.
Yes, and the funny part is, there's a couple of points I got here in the background waiting to come out.
Yeah.
The funny part is, we don't listen to ourselves. We all know, but we don't put the weight on like, I know this to be a fact.
Correct.
But I'm not really treating it with respect.
No.
That's a fucking funny part.
That's the other part of it.
That's a fucking dumb cunt.
Yeah. One thing is being aware that, hey, well done is a mad cunt, and two, maybe I should do the same thing.
You know what that's like? It's like, Mr. Judge, Mr. Judge, you have AIDS. No, sorry. But I'm not a homosexual. Sure, you're not a homosexual. Oh, no, but I don't believe it. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm mixing fucking... But yeah, it's better not believe it, right?
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Now, and I was thinking to myself, all these examples of like people who are out of shape or, let's say, living not quite a good life, but we assume they're happy because they're rich and famous.
Or just rich.
They're always... Sorry?
Or just rich.
No, because we see a lot of people in the spotlight. That's where we see these people. The rich people in the background, we don't see these cunts, no?
I'm saying it could be through your inner circle,
Yeah, if you know this cunt personally, all right, sweet.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
But like...
So everyone knows most likely someone that's doing well in their lives. Fuck.
Yeah. But loaded, like I'm talking low.
Yeah, all right, sweet.
Taxi, anyway, that's all right.
Definitely doing well.
No problem. Like, I was thinking to myself, some people can come across, like if you're an artist or a singer, you might come across maybe like you're getting by all right, even though you might be out of shape. Then I was thinking to myself, these kind of people, these artists, singer cunts, think about who they are. They're creative people. Creativity is almost like a drug in and of itself. You can not look at anything else. Creativity to me is like when you want to play that game that you want to fucking clock, you want to pass, you can't get off that fucking game. When you're creative, it's almost like a gift that just keeps on giving. You can get lost in that, but it can also feed you it also can feed you.
It can consume you as well.
But it can give you a lot. You don't need much if you're like doing something cool,
No.
creativity. Like creativity is important.
Of course.
But you can also it can easily overlook. You can overlook things.
100%.
If you're busy creating, that can fill a hole. Hard.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like a drug.
Yeah, you could be just so invested in that everything else that is important in life too gets put in the back burner.
Correct. You're not getting fucking pissed off at Pavarotti, dude.
No.
You want that cunt to be just fucking looking like the black Pavarotti.
Yeah, but if Pavarotti was fucking jacked, how cool would it be?
Yeah, it would be cool. But what I'm saying is, you're not thinking like, oh,
No, he should be
This cunt's
jacked.
eating fucking pastas coming out of his ass.
Yeah, no, of course.
Now that we look at it, he's eating pastas coming out of his ass. But you accept him as he is because he's providing.
Yeah, he's sharing his gift. We like it.
He's sharing his gift.
You know what I mean?
We
Like,
respect it.
That's it. He's doing something, you know.
And he would in turn be rewarded through people telling him, fucking, you're the maddest cunt today.
Yeah, of course.
It's like a king almost.
Of course.
He doesn't have to. He can just bypass all these. Now, is he locked in spiritually? Yeah, I don't think so. He's not today. He's not, and that's the part we can't see. True, am I right?
100%. We don't know his personal. I don't know his personal life.
No,
I don't
what
even know
do you think?
if he's
What do you
still
think,
alive.
Pavarotti?
I'm just saying, like, is he still alive? First of all.
Looking like the black Pavarotti. I don't know.
Anyway, what do I think? Like, yeah, a gift, like the voice, whatever, and just seems like very happy to be here.
He's got money. He's got love,
Yeah,
fame.
It does,
all
for sure. Now, yeah, he could be spiritually connected. I don't know.
No, all right. You don't know. I'm going to say no.
Okay. You want to elaborate on that?
I do want to elaborate. He'll be so inundated with love, praise, food. He doesn't have time for that today.
High fives. Yeah.
He's not fucking thinking for 3 seconds. He's not thinking like, oh, let me just be with my thoughts and contemplate my life. I don't think so.
No, yeah.
He's not getting philosophical there.
No, I don't know. I don't think so because he's getting a tick.
He's a Renaissance man, like.
Yeah.
He's a king, right?
Yeah,
if you think of a king,
Yeah.
he's not stopping to reflect on. He doesn't need to reflect. What's he
Yeah.
reflecting on?
Let's just fucking Marcus Aurelius. Then he's reflecting.
Yeah, that's another story, and I'll tell you why. Because a warrior gets the taste. You can't be a warrior and not be connected to like a philosophical. I don't know how to explain it today. Something like a question of why and questioning like life and the way you view life. A warrior doesn't look at life and like gimme.
Of course not.
A warrior almost looks at life as like, I'm going to give everything, right?
Yeah, discipline, this and that. Like
I'm giving myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, when you're a celebrity and you're you're famous but you're rich and
Fat.
yeah, you're not really because you're getting a lot of love, very high fives, money, all these pluses. No, you're not going to be looking to the spirit for guidance. I guess. Like it's like
No, he might be doing his cross and fucking.
yeah, but because you're always in a position of feeling that you're always winning.
Fuck.
So you don't really need help. You're not really seeking help. It's like you're doing everything right.
Maria Callas, I think, died of a drug overdose. Remember this?
Yeah, I remember you told me.
I think, or some sort of cardiac
She had a drug
arrest
problem,
or
though.
something. She was on the Quaalude today.
Yeah.
I was tripping out. I got to watch the end of it, but the movie starts with her like the hospital,
In the hospital.
the hospital, like the ambulance and that. Paramedics.
Oh, she's in the
there.
ambulance.
No, she's on the floor in her apartment. She lived in Paris in her last days. She was tripping balls, though.
Yeah.
Tripping balls.
Yeah.
She was high there.
And to everybody else, she would have thought like she's got the best life.
She was elite.
Yeah.
But she was sold when she was young to the Germans from her mum, singing this, that. She, went through stuff there.
Of course.
And, torment and these and that. The problem is these people, they can hide, they can get past the torment, the trauma. They might be dealing with stuff. But they'll never have the time to. Now, Pavarotti might have had a good life, maybe didn't go through much when he was younger.
Yeah, I don't know his story.
I don't know his story either. But yeah, if it's not broken, don't fix it, today. That's the curse.
Yeah, look, for sure. If you're on a high and things are working out to you, you're less likely to seek guidance from God or tap into the Spirit, for sure. You know, that's why, you know, we've spoken about fasting. Was fasting so important? You know, as monks, like they explain that, you know, fasting keeps you grounded. You know, because if you're always like filling your gut and all that, you're not really in the present. You're just fucking floating. Everything's just great. You know, so.
And I think of actors in that, like, let's say Jack Nicholson or something, like, who knows what stories this guy's got today.
Yeah. Yeah, look, most of these celebrities and all that, and you can see that even maybe not them, but their children, there's all tragedies, there's all downside that we don't see and we don't hear about.
There's a cost of dancing with the devil,
you know,
so to speak.
Yeah. Well, their lives aren't that much better than ours, you know. They just got fame and money, which is a thing, obviously. But as far as a human being, day-to-day life, who they talk to, their interactions, their circle of friends, their spouses, their kids and all that, which is a huge part, which is pretty much the biggest part of their life, may not be going well.
Like Hugh Hefner.
Yes.
Just as an extreme example.
Like,
what kind of life do you reckon this kind of had? I reckon he had a good life.
Yeah. I'd say he had a good life. Now,
could it be better?
Like, I'm not sure.
You know what I mean?
When it came to his children, how connected he was with the children at a young age. Now that they're older, you know, very going into the business, a different story, right?
I think it wasn't terrible, but I don't know. Because his daughter was running shit.
Maybe you know, in these dark times, even before he passed away, maybe felt like, fuck, I never had a serious relationship.
Yeah,
I never had someone that really loved me. For me, who knows?
Yeah, no, you don't know. You know
what I mean?
I'm just saying.
Now, to the outside world, look like, fuck, this guy's living the best life that anyone can think of.
Like Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon, exactly.
You know, he's heavy duty.
Very heavy.
He's a workhorse. He's stayed. He's done a lot.
Yeah.
You know, he's had his little flings with young secretaries and that. But his daughter and her husband works in the business and blah, 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 the whole thing. So he's passed down the generations. I guess if your daughter's working with you, you must have some sort of a connection there.
There's definitely a connection there.
You're
but
not going
also,
to fucking...
Like, it also depends as well. We don't know what level. Because it's easy for a child to take over the father's business because it's just easy. You know, what else are they going to do? Plus, if it's making money, like, look, why would you go do something else? Anyway.
Yeah.
But we don't know day to day what these people are thinking, what they're feeling. We can only, you know, see from afar or hear what we've been told. But because I know most human beings are not happy with, doesn't matter what they have.
Yep.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
It's never enough. And we're always seeing it, where was it? The common man is always seeing it like, fuck it. He's famous and he's got money. He must be the king. Like, he must be at the highest level you could possibly be. Because...
He must be feeling good all the time.
That's right. Because we're only seeing it because that's what we feel that we're lacking.
Yep.
That's why we see it's a good thing.
We see what we think we lack.
Exactly.
Whatever, yeah.
We think it's a good thing because he must be like us. My wife's cool, got kids and all that, but he's also famous and he's got money. We're not thinking, that's what we think. That's how the common folk thinks, all right?
Yep.
That everything's sorted, plus he's got this and that.
It's all plus.
That's it. Exactly.
C++, there.
That's what it is.
How we doing on time?
Going well.
We're ready.
Yeah. So
we're ready to send these cunts off?
Yeah, so 100%.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, yeah, we're only seeing because we lack. That's why.
Interesting.
We're thinking like, well, he's got the same life as us, but he's got this plus and that plus. That's it. But from my research, and I think everyone else would agree with me.
Everyone else.
You know what I mean? That basically a lot of these celebrities have got way more problems than we do. because fame and money brings more problems. That's a fact.
So you got to be ready for it.
Exactly.
And if you do some working out, you'll be ready for it. Though.
You know what I mean? They're not sitting, in a nice cruisy little job in Melbourne and, got a nice little family with that, plus money and fame. It doesn't happen like that.
The more pressure in that, like
the more you crank it,
you got to be more dialed in.
That's it.
If you want to be able to handle.
That's it.
Yeah, it's all about handling.
Exactly. It's all about that. How much pressure can you handle? Yes. Any millionaire that we've heard speaking, whatever, they always say, it's all about putting out fires and dealing with pressure.
And having a lot of faith, having a lot of self-esteem / self-love / faith allows you to navigate and handle pressure. Because pressure is a mental thing that
guaranteed
turns into physical. You feel it. But if you're like, yeah, everything's going to be cool, you're more better off. Right? You can handle shit, right? That's
100%.
It. Yeah. Bravo.
100%. Look at, before we wrap up as well, 50 Cent story. Like, even now, famous, plenty of fucking money, all right? But this guy's going to the gym, no doubt about it, every fucking time. What does he have to go to the gym for? He can just be like Pavarotti, like, kick back. I'm not comparing the two, but you know what I mean? Like, he could just kick back.
He passed all day.
Enjoy the fruit of his labour.
Sing and shit.
Sing.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And just like, what's the point of him making sure they going to the gym? And he might get like 3 hours sleep, but he's rocking up to the gym. Is he stupid? Is he crazy? You know what I mean? He ain't gonna. He gets invited to, saying in his book I was reading, gets invited to fucking parties all the time, drinking Cristal, and he ain't drinking Cristal.
Did he parties?
He reckons he's getting bottles of Cristal, all right, emptying them, put like tea in it, and fucking sipping away. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
Because it might be a promotion, or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, look, what's the point of doing? Why doesn't he just enjoy himself?
Yeah.
Because I see him as a warrior. He's always got to be, walking that razor's edge. You know what I mean? He's got to be there. He's got to be sharp. It can just turn straight away. Got to be there, ready.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, I feel like, working out, looking after yourself is like the equivalent. It's an analogy for brushing your. If your self-esteem / spirit was teeth, working out is like brushing your fucking teeth, right? It sounds weird.
Look, just working out is just keeping yourself on point. You know what I mean?
Yes, right. Working out, keeping strong, keeping the knife sharp.
Exactly.
I'm attending to it.
But the common focus were about asking the questions, why do I have to keep it sharp? That's the fucking that's the point, and that's where we get lost.
Yeah, but yes.
Don't worry why you have to be getting.
Well, fuck. If you listen to us, you're gonna know every fucking why there is to known tobacco. We're answering a lot of questions, aren't we? There?
We are.
Yeah. Don't worry why, but if you want to know why, here it is. Here's the fucking answer, you cunts.
Because tomorrow you might be needed. You might need to be fucking run and help somebody. You might, be in a situation.
How about you just want to feel good about yourself?
Yeah. Exactly.
And if you can feel good about yourself with less, you can handle more.
Exactly. So don't worry about the why. Just do it because you know it's the way to do what to do, and the way to be. That's it.
Success leads clues, right?
It does. Anyway.
All right then.
Done.
Hope you enjoyed. Peace out, motherfuckers.